All right, welcome everybody. We are here at the beginning of May, and oh my gosh, like I said, it was Merry Christmas in April. We've had record sales, record recruiting from a month that we were so concerned about with the virus to it being an amazing month. And talk about amazing, without going into too much detail, it is so perfect that we have the #1 in Ryan organization, the #1 in Friday organization, and I'm assuming Sherry Carr, #1 in the Carr organization, Roxanne, with 35,400 in personal sales, and Roxanne also had 6 recruits. So let's give it up. I'm going to unmute Roxanne, and she is our spotlight speaker.
Well, thank you so much. First of all, there is nothing in Pampered Chef that makes me nervous except for these things. So if I sound a little shaky, I apologize. But thank you guys all so much. I have to first say that this definitely was a big decision for me to switch my mindset. I had to do that first because some of you might know that I was a in-home party girl. That was my thing. Consultant forever ago, came back with only that intention. So I was kind of frightened about the whole online thing, and it didn't really want to do much to do with it because I'm not tech savvy at all, not even a little bit. When you get my documents, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's not in a pretty format. I stumble my way through. But I also did not do this by myself. Everybody out there sharing has made and changed my world. And so I have some people to thank for that before I go any farther. Becca Yawn, I used a lot of what I'm doing now in my host coaching from what she was doing. Just when I first read it, I was blown away. Brittany Sunday, when I heard her speak, I was again blown away and thought, gosh, I have to really buckle down and see what they're doing and make a go of it. And that's exactly what I did. I was spending a lot of time at my computer, and I studied what Brittany was doing. I studied what Becca was doing, and then I started applying a lot of those things, some almost exactly, and some I just added to what I was already doing. And host coaching my rear end off. So that's what helped me get to what happened in April. Obviously, everybody's doing amazing things with sales, but I did a ton of parties. And the only reason I was able to do that is because I took those tips from them people and applied it. So these are the things that I'm going to try to share that I am doing that help me so that I don't talk to you guys all day. But
And Roxanne, please feel free to press screen share. So if there's anything you want to show us, feel free.
Yes, I definitely will. So I'm going to just hit some key points on what I was doing, and then I'll just screen share. And if questions come up, I'm not really seeing the questions. So I'm just going to kind of go over my notes a little bit. Like I said, I get really nervous doing these things. So I'm just going to hit on what I'm doing that I feel is making the most impact. And the first thing is I am telling my host how to invite. And there's lots of people out there doing a great job at that. And so I've taken all those tips, and I have my host invite 1 week before. So my parties run Thursday to Monday, but we invite 1 week before, and I offer a early bird special, and I'll flip my screen around and show you guys kind of what that looks like. So I invite 1 week early. With that combined with my early bird offer has orders quite literally flying in hundreds of dollars ahead of time. Now I know some people are on direct ship, so they're finding that a little more difficult to do and having to be a little more methodical about it. To get my bookings, I have text message, which I will be sharing exactly what I'm doing, and I'm obtaining a ton of bookings. I think I got 40 some bookings out of those parties in May, or in April rather. And then I'm having my host post something every day. Every single day, I'm sending them a message with what to post. I'm doing a challenge for them to go live in their own party, sharing their favorite products. Some of them are going crazy with it and some of them are a little more shy. So I just say post pictures, whatever you want to do. And then the paycheck game that Brittany did is how my recruiting has really opened up too, because it's starting the conversations and I'm telling them to personal message me their guess of the paycheck, and then everybody's starting to really respond. So I wanted to share a couple of things with you guys. So I'm just going to flip my screen around, because one of the things I also do is the right post, which I'm sure a lot of you are doing. But I wanted to show you this. Oops, screen share. I guess that helps first. Sorry, guys. I told you I'm not tech savvy. You just have to bear with me. All right.
You're in good company, so don't worry about it.
Seriously.
We're all with you, and we're all learning together. And I'm happy to watch the chat section for any questions, and I'll read them off to you.
All right. Okay. I thought I screened. Is it sharing now or no?
Not yet.
Okay. I thought I clicked it, but it's not. Hold on. Here we go. Let's try again. Now I think it's going to share maybe. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right. So a couple of things that people were asking me after I did a meeting with Sherry's last week was, what am I doing in my right posts when guests join? And I wanted to show you guys that, because this is starting my fun off right away, which I think is making a huge impact. I told you guys we're inviting 1 week early, which I think is making a huge difference. Let me find the one I want. Sorry. I'm going to go home. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it set where I wanted it to. You guys are just going to see everything now. Okay, hold on 1 second. Here we go. All right, so let me show you this first. By inviting 1 week early, I want to show you guys my numbers. These people I just sent on Thursday, because remember I told you we invite 1 week early. And on Thursday, I sent them the instructions exactly how I wanted to invite, how many people I wanted them to invite. And then I do one right post after a couple of days in welcoming everybody into the group. These parties, let's see, this one. So we have 52 members, 37 members. This one had 107. The party hasn't started yet. 58, 33. 52, that's why I'm having them invite 1 week early. It's really making a huge difference. Okay, so then when I'm going in there, my right posts, my very first one I do, and this is usually a couple of days after my party's created, is this fun one right here. And everybody asked me before what I was putting in here, so I wanted to make sure I shared this. I don't know if you guys can screenshot or whatever, but these are the words I'm using, and it's really like creating a lot of fun right away. But it's, I mean, you guys can read that, but it just says, you know, oh my gosh, look at all these, you know, early party people. This only means one of a few things, and you guys can read that, so I don't have to read it to you, but it's really, people are really having a lot of fun with that right from the get-go. So I think that combined with my inviting early and my early bird offer, if they order before the party, I throw in an extra gift, which is usually season's best. And then, I have my text that I'm sending everybody after a few days to both thank them for ordering and to obtain bookings. That's how my bookings are blowing up as well as my sales. So those couple of things are making.
Could you repeat that about bookings? And I'm assuming that those couple of days while they're inviting, there's not much going on.
I'm doing nothing. I have her invite. After 2 or 3 days, I put one right post up. And then after those same 2 or 3 days, so usually the same day I do a right post, I send my host a message and I say, wow, you got a great group of people in there already. I'm going to challenge you to go live a few times through your party. And this will create a lot of fun. People will love to see what you know, and some of them are running with it. And so she's doing the work all the way up into my pre-party. I'm doing nothing. Up until my pre-party post on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not posting another thing in there at all. Because I don't want to overwhelm them with too much, because I put quite a bit in my Thursday to Sunday posts. So I don't want to drown them.
Well, without assuming anything, there's some people who don't know what you mean by right.
Okay. All right. So I'll show you that. All right. So over here, let me see if I can find one that I haven't already done and they don't have some new ones. Let's see. Oh, okay. So when I go into my groups, once they've invited a few days, you'll start getting a bunch of memory. I'm trying to see if there's anybody that I think maybe had new people join. This is a party that's almost over. This party she's over $2,500. She did amazing. Okay, see right here where it says write post? So if you click on that, whenever people start joining and you see the members, if you click on that, it automatically wants to welcome everybody. That's when I take that off and I put those words in there that I just showed you in that other one. And it makes it, that's my first one. I usually do at least 2. I know some people do it every single day. I don't always do it every single day. It's usually just because I have so many running now. I'll just do it every couple of days. And I always say, this is not just for the people tagged that just joined us. This is for everybody. Join the fun. So everybody will join in on making those comments on that. So those write posts make a huge difference because it tags everybody. They see it, they start having fun right away. And let's face it, some of them are going to order and some of them aren't, and that's okay.
And I just want to confirm, because Anna asked, you use the same message each and every time, which was that number 1.
Yes, that little GIF with the cooking thing, and I use that message. That's what, now obviously as our times change, that's going to change a little bit because I'm talking about the quarantine and stuff right now, but it's relative to where we're at right now, and people can relate to that. So I think I'm getting a really good response using that particular message. Just saying, hey, come have some fun. You know, we're all there. We get it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe later in the call, you could copy and paste that into the chat area.
Absolutely, sure.
Yep. All right.
So let's see, anything else?
I'm sorry, I didn't want to derail you. Keep on going.
That's okay. It's okay. All right. So the other thing when you guys get those documents that I'm going to send, just know that I am in a constant, like I find what works, or I find like what I can fine tune and do better, what words I feel better using. And so that's a constant change. So obviously when you see it, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to find what works, what feels like more like you, and what you can apply to what you're already doing. You know, I was already doing some things right. It wasn't like I was doing everything wrong, but the biggest thing I was doing wrong before was I was still doing in my parties and events because I was frightened to death of all the Facebook jail stuff that I had, or I was hearing about. And because I wasn't, I wanted to show you guys this one other one. Because I wasn't doing them just for my main party, you know, I was doing more in homes. I just focusing the best I could the way I look at it now. I wasn't doing the best I could for my hosts. No, never mind what it was doing for my business. I wasn't doing the best I could for them. So I want to show you guys where to go. This is what I just changed literally yesterday. I find her post now. I just had it up there. This is what I literally just changed yesterday. That I had her post my last day. You know, like I said, I send them something every day to post. And this one I just changed yesterday. I told you I'm not tech savvy. I'm using, I paid for an app because I'm that not tech savvy, so that I could create these little fun pictures that everybody else are doing, but really quickly. So I created this one in WordSwag and just threw this to her in a message and said, hey, post this. And so all of those pre-orders, that people that ordered a week ago because they wanted the early bird special, because she posted this yesterday, I can't tell you how many add-ons I got onto those orders that were already in. And they were already over $80 or $100. So it shot my sales up even more just by having her post that. Can you guys see that one? So I can send those little pictures and stuff too. I mean, you guys can see what to do. It's pretty basic. It's just saying, hey, this is the last day of our party. You know, if you want to add, alter, whatever, let us know. And that made a huge difference yesterday. And that was the first time I tried it. So I thought I wanted to at least share that. And I think that's it. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, the Go Live challenge is making a huge difference. The booking challenge, I'll be honest, if she's going live and doing all those amazing lives, I'm working on the bookings, like until the very end. If she hasn't gotten any bookings by the very end, then I will reach out and say, okay, let's work together here. Let's see if we can't get you some bookings, because I'm offering her a gift if she's getting 3. And so then, and a lot of them, you know, they like that challenge. So, but that's what I'm doing. So if anybody has questions, I'd be happy to answer, but I hope that's helpful. I tried to shrink it down. I talked so much at Sherry's. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't keep these people here all day. So I could just talk to you guys forever.
Sherry Carr suggested that I ask you about the invite process, and Note is amazing. And Note. Then somebody says, what do you give the host for going live? And somebody asked about the paycheck game.
Okay. So the paycheck game, I'll answer that one first because that's really easy. Paycheck game is simply a post of a blank paycheck.
I was going to say,
it's a picture of a blank paycheck, and it's, you know, this was a Brittany Sunday
Saturday
thing, and it says,
and I answered. And
Okay, wait, somebody's
this Chris?
unmuted. Let me see who that is. Keep going ahead, Roxanne.
see if I can find it.
I think they.
Paycheck. I'm gonna here.
Nancy Francis also asked if you're not adding any pre-posts like change your notifications. What is Pampered Chef?
Yes, I am. I do my pre-party. So technically, if you're looking at my template now that I'm doing, I'm technically running a 7-day, if you will, because I put that into my pre-parties into my party. So my pre-party posts start on Tuesday and go. I have about 4 on Tuesday and about 4 on Wednesday, and there are all of that information. It's the cute one, like, you know, don't be a party pooper. This is what we're gonna do. Play along, have some, you know, fun. Then there's one about changing the notifications. There's one about when we're going to charge your card. When you get back in here, scroll through, look at everything that's been added, because, you know, things don't stay at the top. So yeah, all of those posts are what are in my first 2 days. My first post of my second day is my introduction of myself. Hey, this is about me. And then just, like I said, just a few other posts. And always an engagement. Gosh, the PC team group, I forgot to shout out to that one. That virtual PC team training group that you guys created, oh, yeah, huge help for me. Like, really a huge help. Okay, what was the other question? I'm sorry. So we got the paycheck game, which is right here. Let me just read it to you. Actually, I can screen share again. That's better. Let me just flip back around.
Yeah, if you screen share, it'd be a little easier.
All right. So this is what my screen, can you guys see it now?
Mm-hmm.
This is what it looks like. And I've been changing it here and there. The paycheck always stands there just like it is. But I've changed this other picture, I think, in my next template. But it's a paycheck. Don't be shy, take a guess. Everyone, this is the reason I'm actually getting probably more engagement with this post. Because a lot of people are like, oh no, I know that trick, right? You know, I don't want to be a consultant. And it's okay if they don't want to be. But I'm going to give them an opportunity to get a prize if they are. So I'm getting a lot of interaction off this. Now I tell them, you know, if you message me, then you'll go in a drawing for a pantry spice. And so at the end, I'm keeping track of everybody from each party, and then I'm drawing one of those people for a free spice. Whether we went any farther than that, what happens is they ask me, first they say, this was my guest at your paycheck. And then my response is, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the party. My actual paycheck amount was this, and that's it. That it stops there until they respond. And usually the response is, wow. And I can tell you that my January, this is the nice thing is January was before this past month, my biggest paycheck. But now after April, things have changed just a little bit. So now I can go. And I thought that, you know, and then I just respond and say, thank you so much. It's been so amazing, so much more fun, and way more rewarding than I ever anticipated, quite honestly. And then it's, have you ever thought about doing something like this yourself?
So it really sounds like, you know, what I remember from Brittany talking is that, do you have that as text replacement in your phone when they do their guesses, or are you typing that for each and every individual comment?
I haven't mastered the text replacement thing yet. It's on the list, but I do a whole lot of copy and paste, and I do a whole lot of voice to phone messages now.
That is brilliant.
I
Oh
also
my
learned that
gosh.
from I also learned that from Brittany too. Like we were corresponding via message one day, and she's in her response to me, she sent a voice clip, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I not doing this? I get so tired of typing. But yeah, huge difference. And that's for everything. Like I'm voice messaging people. I want to hear their voice and I want them to hear mine. I'm a real person. I'm not just text on a screen. Right? That puts the personality, my person back into it, where I miss from my in-home parties. That enables me to make a personal connection more than just some typing.
Okay, so let me just read the couple more. I don't understand that. Brenda said, Roxanne, my shortcut for the thank you booking messages rocks. Haha. I don't understand that. What day is ROX, rocks? I don't.
Oh, her text message replacement. Is that what she means?
Yes, she must have called it rocks. So after you
awesome.
is what my guessing is. What day do you post the paycheck game? Is it
Friday.
later?
So my
Friday.
parties start on Thursday. We do one full day on Thursday. And then my paycheck game, now they're already starting to have fun. They get almost all the way through the day on Friday, and about 5 o'clock on Friday, I put that paycheck game in there. And then there's usually only about one or two more posts behind that one. And then what I've started to do too, here's another tip I've started to do. Before the end of my party, maybe, I think it was yesterday I went back into every party and put a message underneath that, or a comment in that post that said, it's not too late to message me your guesses to get in on this free drawing for a spice. So I got a few more people to send me messages.
Okay, and I am also going to guess that you are not on direct ship, that you're adding spices to people's orders.
Yeah, I'm not on direct ship. And I'm not. Yeah, so that's making, like I said, I know that's making a huge difference for me, where I know for other people it's going to be a little more challenging because they can't do those add-ins for the early bird orders. So I'm not sure how you guys are handling that, quite honestly, but it's really been a huge difference for me. And I've been doing that actually for months. I did it for my in-home parties. I would post it in their invite that I did at early birds. Then the first time I did it, before I pulled up at the lady's house to do her show, she had $600 in sales. Now, did that happen every time? Nope, absolutely not. But these parties that are getting ready to start, I have a minimum of $300 in every single party. Some have 500. It's not unlikely for sometimes these last month for me to have approaching $1,000 in sales before the day of the party. Like, wow, it's crazy. It's literally blowing my mind. And I'm doing the same work. I'm just changing some things up and really running with the whole. And I have, my May is completely booked now. I have 6 parties every week in May, and I'm into June, and I've got, I think, maybe 10 or 12 on my calendar already. So it's nuts.
Well, we'll look for, what were some of the things that you're sending to us that people will have as reference material?
So it's going to be what I'm doing for my host coaching, like what I'm sending them before the party starts, what I'm sending them when the party starts, how to invite. I'm giving them, this is how many people I want you to invite. And I upped it from what I pulled from everybody else. I'm like, nope, that ain't, so I actually upped the numbers and said, I want you to invite this many because I want to get 50 people. Why do I want to get 50 people in the party? A, she's going to have a great party. B, I'm going to get the group insights. So I'm going to be able to see who had the most activity so I can easily draw winners for my prizes. Because I don't know about you guys, but I love giving prizes, but ain't nobody got time to count tickets or entries. I'm sorry. There's just no way. So that's how I'm doing it. And if she doesn't get 50, then I simply will.
Uh-oh. I think Roxanne just froze, right? Oh, Roxanne, your internet. Well, I'm going to cancel the spotlight video on her, and we will continue on. Let's go ahead and go to Debbie Cooke at this time. Roxanne, your internet just froze. So maybe we'll circle back to you at the end if people want to type anything, any questions into the chat section and we can review that. And we are going to make Debbie Cooke the spotlight video. Debbie, congratulations. This is my newest advanced director, my Jersey girl, Debbie Cooke, who just promoted to advanced director in the month of April. So yay, Debbie.
Oh, she's back.
And so Debbie is also somebody who I really admire. She, unlike me that puts my toe in the water, Debbie Cooke just jumps in the deep end into technology. And so when people are talking about starting and experimenting with Linktree, Debbie has been part of Linktree for a couple of years. I remember her telling me, Marie, you got to do Linktree. Marie, you got to do Linktree. And I'm just like, you know. So I'm going to let you go ahead and share with everybody and go ahead and tell us what the benefits are, how you do it, and anything else that you feel is appropriate.
All right, so I did learn this at a different like director retreat a while ago from somebody else. I don't do it to the extreme she did it, but I did learn a lot of tricks. So I know we had this discussion last week. I think you can have Linktree without Instagram now, but I had it through Instagram to begin with. So on Instagram, I have a link, the Linktree link, which then when people click on that, because you can't put like other links on Instagram, but Linktree they'll let you do. So if they go on my Instagram, it says see link in bio, they'll click on this. And as you see right now, I have a bunch of parties. So all my parties are here. So I do use this for my Facebook parties, and I'll just put Linktree, you know, I don't know if you guys can see it, but up here is my Linktree link. So Linktree, linktr.ee/Debbie Cooke PC, because that's what my Instagram is. So anytime I need that, I just click copy and I can post that into my parties. So I do not put all these host names in here. They just, this is the way they see it on the phone, which I know Linda went over. So this is one I just started, but if I click on St. Nicholas over here to the right, it brings them right into the party. Okay, so we don't really need to do that, but it gives you the idea. So, but I think what you guys want to see is how I use it for more than just parties. And I only have one account. I know some people mentioned they have more accounts, so I would listen to that. But so here, like I was trying to promote Enrichables. So if I say something in Instagram and I want to say see link in bio, then they can hear snack bar recipes. Here's a recipe I went live with, or I posted the recipe, you know, like I posted a photo of it, whatever. Here's my interactive catalog link. So any of these, if you scroll down on the right side, you'll see all of these. And I do take the parties out. Like this one I have to take out because it just closed yesterday. So I'll go in and take that out. But here is like here, snack bar maker. Excuse me, allergies. So this will bring you probably to Tiffany's link, but it doesn't have her name. But you know, any of the links you want, it's super easy, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So I'm going to go back to the Linktree. This one, when you click on Philly cheesesteak, will bring you right to my website, right to the recipe. Okay, so if you look up here in the web browser, here's my name in here. So it's personalized to me, not just a Pampered Chef. So this way they can go in and shop in there, okay? I'm going to close some of these out because otherwise, you know, it takes forever to do anything. Okay, so the interactive catalog, right to me. Start today, that's starting their business. Here's my VIP group. So that's another thing. You can link, you know, your VIP group to it as well. So that'll bring them right to my VIP group. Down here is monthly specials. I don't have to change that. That automatically just links through Pampered Chef. So that's super easy. Shop 24/7. Different recipes, different products, recipes. Basically the same thing going down. But I want to show you guys here on the left side. I can turn any of these off. So see if I go like this. Now this is not showing over here. Okay, but of course I want them to start today. So that is staying on, just saying. But let's go to that party I told you I don't want anymore. Julie's. Okay, so hers is gone. So I can either turn it off or I can just delete it. Tell me if I'm going too fast, by the way. All right. Does this make sense though? Do you want to see how to add a link?
Yeah, why don't you, so let's assume that everybody's like me and never used Linktree before. How do we set it up? And then how do you create a link?
So you would just have to go to linktree.com and set up an account. I mean, I set mine up.
But it's not Linktree, there's a period after the
right
R.
here. So it's linktr.ee.
And so we would type that way, but .com to get there the first time?
Nope. Just right there.
Okay.
You see it up here?
Mhm.
And then you would just go down here, log in, or get started for free.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's see. I'm going to go to Consultant Corner. And what do we want to find? A recipe? I don't know. What do you guys want me to post? Make a link for?
Yeah, sure. Do a recipe for,
Oh, I'm logged in as a consultant. That's what
it's going to be Cinco de Mayo tomorrow, so let's do a taco ring.
Okay. So actually, I'm just going to go right to my website and find, I think I already have that in there, but that's okay, because we can just show you guys. Sign in. It's going slow. Sorry.
You're there. Yeah.
So here's recipes. I would just type in, oh, I wonder if we type in Cinco. Oh, and then just click on recipes. That's not a Cinco de Mayo recipe. Okay, taco. Go to recipes. Recipes, did it go?
Yeah, I have always loved how Pampered Chef's recipe is opposite. The first thing is the recipe products that you were going to use to make that recipe, and the second drop down is actual recipes. There you go.
I'm turning my heater off. 1 second. Okay. I have a little heater under
There
my
we
desk.
go.
So, okay. So recipes, here's taco ring. Click on that. Whichever one you want. I mean, I just clicked on the first one. Go to your web browser. Copy it. Go to Linktree. Click add new link. Click paste by the URL part. And then type a name. Taco turkey ring, that was, right?
Mhm.
Okay, now as soon as I click over here, it'll turn that.
Mhm.
If it's not a proper link, that won't go green, by the way. So now if
Okay.
you look over here, here's taco turkey ring. So if
Now,
I
can you adjust the way people see like what comes up on top? Like,
they don't, oh yes, well, great question. So look, I can drag these anywhere I want. So how I'm just clicking on taco ring, and I'm going to keep dragging it down under my parties. And just drag it to wherever you want it.
okay.
Oh, I need that one off. We're going to take that one off too while we're here.
So, what would you say, Debbie, the benefit has been? I remember you have this on your card, your business
my-
card.
Yeah, I have it on like my I think on my signature too. Because if you give them the link tree, like even in your parties, like she was talking about posts before, and one of my posts is, you know, to join my VIP group and stuff like that. And I could follow my link tree, and then this way they can just click on these things. And you're all you're doing with all this is building customer base. You know what I mean? Customer relationship, customer base. Because if they know they can go to you and just find recipes that way, they're going to do that. I know I had learned it from Christina originally, and she was recruiting from it. a lot. So it's you, if you're going to start using it, you need to promote that your Linktree link, which this is your Linktree link up here on the right. You just copy it and put it wherever you're putting your signature, you know, on your catalogs, if you're still doing catalogs, anywhere that you're doing and you want people in parties so that, you know, they know that there's a Linktree there for you. On your Instagram, it's on your Instagram, like put it on your Instagram if you're using Instagram.
Okay, so there's a couple questions. So Paula Brockner said she thought you can only put 10 in Linktree. Are you paying for the version, or is it a free version, or?
Free version.
And then where do you put it in the party, your Linktree?
In the banner.
In
I
the
put it in the banner and in my pin post. So current parties.
Okay.
So yeah, I was typing Laura Miller. I needed help. She's on this. She didn't see it probably.
Okay.
Facebook takes forever to load. Okay, so here, like I have clicked to order. So if I click, you know, anywhere on your banner, it's over here, the Linktree. And then I also have it in the pin post here, and I usually put both, and I'll tell them and find the host who invited you.
Okay.
The banner one's just moving.
Okay.
But,
So you can visit the link. Can you show that again? I'm sorry, you went off of it real fast. I just was looking at the verbiage.
oh, on the other thing? Oh, I got that from somebody else. That's
No,
not from
no. Okay.
this one?
Okay. Yeah. You can visit the link at any time. Just click the link to find the host who invited you. Okay. That
Okay.
was it.
Still really slow. But I got, oh, here, this is the banner that finally loaded, by the way. So to order anytime, click here and pick your host name. So that's my Linktree link.
And I like your banner.
Supposedly with Facebook, you don't get in trouble for using your Linktree link. But if you use your Pampered Chef links, you can get in trouble. I don't know. Things change all the time with Facebook, so who knows?
Okay, and very good. Do we have any questions for either Debbie or Roxanne? I am going to cancel it as a cancel the spotlight video.
By the way, with the Linktree, you can also like look at who viewed it and stuff like that.
Oh, that's very interesting. So you can see if anybody's looking at your join, or do they notify you, or or do you have to go back to look at that?
You have to go, as far as I know, you have to go into it. I haven't really looked into it. Background too, if you want to, but
well, I want to remind everybody that you're currently muted, so you will need to unmute yourself. I canceled the spotlight video, so we should be all in gallery view, and I'll open it up if Nancy wants to say something, if anybody has a question for either Roxanne or Debbie. Our lines are open.
Our lines are open. Okay. Hey, everybody. I also wanted to just say, you guys, like the one cat video said, you're amazeballs. Okay, you're just beyond amazing. It's unbelievable what you guys did last month.
Yeah, we have a couple promotions on here. I want to do a shout out to Linda McGuire for making month 1 executive. So fingers crossed for an amazing May. And I know they're
Kim Gant, yeah, Kim Gant made executive director this month. So we're excited to have her on that team. Paula Brockner did first month of senior executive numbers.
Amazing.
Yep, and Marna Ross did first month of national numbers. Woo!
Yay.
Marie Friday did first month of national numbers.
Yay.
Yes, and we're so excited. And we've had so many director promotions, and it's just amazing. But I wanted to just talk really quick. I ran my org sales report, and Roxanne, you were #1 out of over 8,000 people with $35,401. Ellen
Wow.
was number 2 with 31,000. Laura Teal was number 3 with 25,000. Chris Madden, 24,000. Ann Anderson, 22. And I know these incorporate some of your people too, so that's why I figure you don't mind me doing this. Hopefully you don't mind me doing this. Heather Brown, 22,514. Again, I know that for Laura and for Heather, these are record months. Grace Spot, 22,000. Ashley Vollmer, 22,000. Holly Dickey, 21,000. Tina Ciccone, 21,000. Paula Brockner, 20,000. Lori Suzuki, 19,000. Pam Constantino, 19,000. Lisa Bailey, 18,000. Amy Johnson, 18. Julie Spink, 18. Marna Ross, 18. Sammy Saunders, a senior consultant, did $17,500.
She just promoted to director.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah, she promoted. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Terry Spear did 16,000. Lori Miller did 16. Sandy Harrington did 16. Donna Marshall did almost 16. She did 15. Rahama Baker, 15,000. Debbie Cooke, 14,951. Daniel Pollock, 14,000. Marcy Sperber, 14,000. Amy Williams, 14. Angie Adams, 13. Anna Tumas, 13. Tamara Link, 13. Sherry Eisinger, 13. Kristen Slick, 13. Karen Batty, 13. Ashley Junkum is 12,997, so almost 13,000. Angie Ballard, 12,000. Nancy Francis, 12,000. Friel Yan, 12,000. Janessa Miller, 12,000. Carrie Duckett, 12,000. Ellen Lowe, 12,000. Kim Gant, 11,000. Shelley Baird, 11,000. Susan Moulton, 11,000. Candace Wells, 11,000. Louise Morris had 11,000. Tammy Sue Riffle had 11,000. Gail Book, Lauren Levin, April Wazinski, Jessica Antonio, Lisa Coleman, Sarah Desmond, Rebecca Furnett, Kristen Thun, Cindy Sparling, Louise Ungman, and Jana Donnell all had 10,000.
That's amazing.
I have never had 3 pages, you guys.
No, that's
This
great.
is like amazing. And I think May is going to be really amazing because by day 3, you guys had $657,000 in org sales in already.
That's crazy.
I've never ever had that in my history. So you guys are rocking it. You are doing unbelievable things, and the recruiting's been great. We have, between 8. You'll see in my consultant. I don't want to take too much time to do this because people will be mad. Patty, did you have anybody else in your downline that would be on this call that I missed?
I mean, as far as sales, we had you named our top sellers. I know Rahama was on there, Louise was on. Yeah, we had some great people on there, but we did have and I know Mary is on here. What's that?
I said Anna and Mary, maybe.
Yeah. Mary promoted to senior director. Marie Jennings promoted to senior director. I had 2 new advanced directors. That is Lisa Coleman and Rahama Baker. So yeah, some incredible things. And then we just had a whole bunch of, and I know she's on here, that little cute little Mary Hebert is on here. She just promoted to director. We had Sammy Saunders, who was that senior consultant that rocked it out. And oh my gosh, it's absolutely crazy. Debbie Merrick. We had, oh my gosh, wait, Annette Galat had promoted. We had just amazing. I know I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, I know Sherry's on here. I know Becca is official as a National Executive Director. Did you want to do any shout outs to any promotions on the car org?
There were a lot of great promotions. It's exciting. Since you were talking about numbers, I had a couple. Dawn Dab did over 25,000. On Nancy's team, Chantel, I think, did over 30,000. Alicia Sanford over 19,000. Becky Yon over 19,000. We've got Jody Kirby in qualification for executive director. So lots of promotions happening there, and lots of growth in the Shelley Weeks team as well. So,
and I have Sharon Morris became an advanced director, and Becky Dowd became a new director. So that's That's
That is
exciting.
awesome.
Yeah,
And you know
it's
what,
just-
Chance, when you were reading those numbers, do you know how many of those people are just cooking show consultants? It's just amazing how those numbers,
How
how
they
people
turned
have
over, right?
flipped. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I'm hearing all over the place, you guys, that people are keeping lists of people that are saying, I want to do a party as soon as this is a live cooking party, as soon as this is over. Renee Murphy shared with me, she had over 15 people on a list to call. The people reached out to her and said, as soon as this is over, I want to do a live show. As soon as
That's a great tip, Nance, that is a great list to be keeping right now.
Right. As soon as it lifts, I think this summer is going to be hot with live cooking shows, because whenever you tell people they can't do something, they want to do it. And you just told them they can't be with their friends and family for 2 months, and so they're going to want to gather. They're not going to say I'm too busy. They're not going to say, oh, I've got school. First of all, they're not going to have schoolwork because it's going to be the summer. But they're going to say, I am going to get together with my friends and family. They're not going to blow people off like they did before. I really believe that. And I think, of course, virtual now it's going to be amazeballs.
And I want to put a shout out for those of us. It took Sherry Carr doing some training for me to really come on board, because I kept thinking, and Sherry, don't take this the wrong way, but if Sherry could do it, I can do it. And people like Roxanne, who was a total cooking show consultant, the fact is it's not defined by age, or it's defined by being willing to try a few new things. And it's maybe a little harder to learn, but we can do it. It's never too late to be great. So I don't want anybody on this call feeling defeated because of the $35,000 or $20,000 or $10,000 numbers. The fact that you're here and part of the company at such a pivotal time, good for you. You're on the wave. You're rising with us. You're not being left behind. You're coming along with us. So I don't want anybody on this call going, I don't belong here because I've never done 6 shows in a week or something like that.
The one thing that you're saying though, Marie, is they have to get in the boat. They can't just stand on the pier and watch everybody go. You have to get in the boat, and there's so much training out there. You just have to dig into the training, just like we all did. And I'm doing training every single day to make myself better with this. So.
Roxanne said she has a host who has an online party plan and wants to wrap it up with a Zoom call.
Nice.
There you
Nice.
go.
Very nice. Yeah, for sure. So just want to say it's been amazing month. And that was in April. It was an awesome April. Numbers like we haven't seen since 2010. And it even beat 2010's numbers for me.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so many people are doing 5 and 6 times what their teams did last year that same month. So, and people that just got into virtual in the last year. So you guys, it's never too late to be great. Never too late to be great. Whatever you want to do it. And if you want to do one block party with four people in it, or one mega show, whatever you want to call it, do it so that you're only looking at one thing just to get used to it, but definitely do it.
Linda McGuire, are you still on here? I do want to circle back to something that you were training on with that control function to be able to tell within a block party who invited who. You'll have to unmute. I don't know. Is she still on the call?
It's Control F.
I
Marie,
am.
Or Command F if you're on a Mac.
Okay, so do you mind resharing that? Command F, Control F, which one is it?
Sure. Do you want me to share my screen?
Sure.
That would help, because that
Okay.
was one.
Okay. First, I got to find a party that is open so that I don't lag and you don't go to see all my tabs open. So hang on.
I had just gotten a couple of messages from people, so that's why I wanted to circle back to that, Linda, because you made it seem like it was possible to do a block party
Okay.
with your connection of your hosts, and then also that function.
Okay.
While
Here's
while Linda's looking, thank you so much, Roxanne, for all the great sharing. Thank you, Debbie, for the great sharing. I am going to get on Linktree right today.
There you go.
I just have to remember, I know I have an Instagram account. I have no idea what my Instagram password would be, so.
And,
Okay, so as you can see, Debbie and I work really well together because we have the same banners. So you just click on members. This is probably the most frustrating part of doing a block party. I'm just going to be really honest with you. It is super frustrating, but you got to just get over it. This party has 3 hostesses in it, Terry, Lauren, and Ursula. And there are 132 members in the party. And in order to see how many are under each person, you have to populate the entire list, is what I understand. I may be wrong that I don't have to do that, but I just do what they tell me to do. And you populate the list, and then you say Control F. And then up at the top, I don't know if you all can see, but up at the top, I would just type in Terry. And Terry has 35 members. Now she probably only has about 30 to 32 because it's going to populate Terry's name over here on the left, and it's going to populate Terry's name in here as the admin, and it's going to populate Terry as a guest. But what it does is it sees added by Terry, added by Terry, added by Terry, and that's how it notes how many people are in this party that are Terry's. And then the other one would be Ursula. So then I would just go back in and I would type in Ursula, and Ursula has 44 people in the party. And you know, I'll be honest with you, Ursula was my slacker at the beginning of the inviting process. And I sent her a message, and a personal message, not in my group chat. And I said, Ursula, hey, listen, right now you only have about 17 people out of the 90 something that were in the party. And she said, okay, I'm going to get on it. And I think, sorry, I was trying to get out of that. So I was trying to get rid of a notification and open up a link. But what she said was, okay, I'm going to get on that. And you see she had 17 and it popped up to 44 in about 2 days. So that as I said, is the hardest part of a block party, is determining which host is doing really well and which host is not doing so well. And then you just go in and encourage them personally to invite more people to the party.
Thank you. That really helped. And I'm assuming that helped everybody who was asking me to ask Linda to share that was answering. So we have exactly 5 minutes left to this call. So
Marty,
yes.
Can I share 2 things?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna screen share. Okay, hold on just a second here. You guys might know this, but I just thought, let me ask. Or let me just tell everybody this. I don't know if everybody else is aware of this. So I am on my personal website, and I don't know if you guys know, if you have like ingredients, you can share this obviously with your customers. They can go to your website, but you know what? All you have to do is put in ingredients. Okay. Any ingredients that you would have in your pantry. All you have to do is click then enter. Oh, wait. And then, of course, it actually defaults to products. If you go to recipes, it will show you all of the it will show you all of the recipes that have those ingredients in them. So you can go to, I mean, you can of course, filter appetizers, you can breakfast and brunch, desserts, any of those things. I wonder what desserts would have all of those things in there.
You know, that would be a smart little video to add to your
Isn't that
shows.
a great idea? So you can actually tell your customers to do that as well. So that is kind of fun. And I think that I don't know if that's a new feature, but newer, I think, is what happened. So I love that. Wait, I forgot how to stop screen sharing here, and I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Oh, here we go. And the other thing I want to tell you guys. Okay, so Marie has one of these, but I decided that I was going to just check it out. I asked her about it before, and she was like, I don't know, my son gave it to me because he doesn't have FaceTime. So I am just going to share with you guys that I just got a Facebook portal. Does anybody have a Facebook portal? Nobody even knew what I was talking about. I know Marie does.
Yeah, except I can't figure out how to use it to go into a show. I can only.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, well, here, this techie girl, I was like, I'm going to return this thing because I'm like this. And you know what? This is the 10-inch one. You can get the 8-inch. And the reason I'm telling you this right now is because they're only on sale till Mother's Day. So right now, the 8-inch is $79. The 10-inch is $129. There's a huge monster one that's probably bigger than a 15-inch computer. But you can actually do it you can actually do it horizontal, or you can do this vertical. But let me just show you. Whoops. Why is it doing that? Okay.
So
hold on.
Patty, what is a Facebook portal?
Okay, let me kind of explain. So a Facebook portal, stop doing that. A Facebook portal is something that you can use. I thought it was like a glorified messenger. Those are my contacts. You can add your contacts in there. So you need either one of these two things to get you onto this.
Okay.
So it's not plugged into my computer. It's just plugged into an outlet, but it is, it has to be internet accessible. So you have to have an internet to use this. Okay, and it is a plugin, but you add your favorites in there, so you can connect through the other things that I say this WhatsApp. So if you have a WhatsApp, so the reason I was thinking about this was for my mom, because my mom is 88 years old, and she does not. She's like, blah, blah, blah. But I thought she could leave this on her counter.
Okay,
So before I bought it-
$59.50.
Paula, you're not muted, honey.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, so I'm going to go back to home. Hold on, just wait. Hold on.
Patty, where is it on sale?
You could I bought it at Best Buy because who's using Portal. So a lot of people can actually, anybody can actually use this. So hold on. I should
We use it to
So
talk
you
to the kids.
You use it to call the kids. So you can use it like in place of, hold on just a second.
I was just hoping to learn if I could use it to go into my shows live.
You can. I just figured that out. I don't know why it's like all of a sudden.
It does follow you around. The camera follows you.
Yes,
So
the camera follows you around.
The camera
You can
follows
actually
me.
Get in there. Come on. Why are you doing this? All of a sudden it is giving
the
me a heart
person-
attack here.
What, Linda?
Does
Hold
the
on.
person that you're speaking to have to have Facebook portal as well?
No, they can use your messenger. They can actually get on Messenger. But if you do this, you can do fun things with it because portal to portal, you can do like story time. You can do, there's other features that that will actually populate when you do this. So here's your contacts, here's suggested, here's recent contacts. This is Messenger, so you can messenger people, and here's WhatsApp, so you can connect that as well to that. There is apps on here. Hold on. I don't know why it's taking so slow. I know it's connected, but it is taking an awful long time to do this.
Patty, is this a whole new extra device?
Yes, it would be. It would be an extra device, but for my mom, it would be something that would just sit on our counter, and we could see her because, of course, we cannot see her right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
The question was, can you go live into parties using your portal?
Yes, I did it this morning, and I went live.
And Roxanne, there was a question for you in the chat about your booking message on your party. And I don't know if that was covered in the thing that you're going to be sending us or not.
Yes, it is. I'm
Okay.
going to be sharing both of those with you in an email. I tried sending it again, so just let me know, excuse me, when we get done if you got them or not,
Okay.
because
Okay,
I did
look.
send them both again.
Oh, sorry. Apps. They have apps that are included in here. Okay, so I loaded on like the Food Network one. They come with Pandora. They come with all of these other things, browsers. They come with a bunch of other apps that you can actually do on there. But there is a story time. There's all kinds of things. But Marie, here's your Facebook Live.
Oh, so you have to add
Facebook
that
Live?
app?
What's that? You can go Facebook Live on here. You can go in your browser. You can go to YouTube. You can go to online shopping. Yay. You can go to eBay. You could go to ESPN. You could go to Facebook. Yeah, you can go to all of these things.
Patty, show us how to go to a party.
Okay, hold on. So let me go there. Hold on.
Where would we go?
You would go, if you want to go, so you go Facebook Live. Okay, and you have to, I would have to get this in there. So you have to go and you have to log in at facebook.com/device. And then once I put that in my computer, hold on, I'll put it in my computer right now so that you guys can actually see this.
Marie, can you spotlight her?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. It's gonna let me. Hold on. Facebook.com/ okay, hold on. And all you have to do is enter this code in there, YEKH.
Do you have to enter it in every time, Patty?
You know what? I did it this morning. I don't know. It's making me do it again, but let's see. Okay, so it is. Can you see that now? So now I'm there. And now it has the Facebook Live thing that you can actually do. So I can start a live video, but you can start it anywhere. Like you can start it, I don't know if you guys can see, it's hard to see. So you can start it with your friends. You can go live. You can do a specific group. You can do it on a page that you manage. So I'll do it here. If I wanted to do this, friends, specific friends, in a group, like if I did a specific.
Do in the Friday director group.
Okay, Friday director group. All right, hold on. REIDAG. Friday director, oops. I click on the wrong one. Friday director team. Friday director team, okay? Friday director team, and it says start live video just the same way.
Okay.
So it will. I don't know if you guys are there. Ooh, that's big. But that would be it. So that would be.
Patty, here's a couple questions. Can you go live in multiple parties at once?
I think you could. So I think what you can do is you would go live from your business page, and then just like you do the other ones, you'd have to share them into all of the multiple shows that you would have. Does that make sense?
Does that have to be on different, like your computer, your laptop, your phone?
So yeah, you would go to your computer just like you would normally do. So people actually start off with their phone, and they would actually, they would do their video on their business page, and then they would go to their computer. They would use the share button, share into every single virtual show that they were doing.
Okay.
So, oh look, people are joining me. I'm telling you, first I was gonna return it. Then I realized it had Facebook Live. And I thought, ew, because I have such a problem, like doing a Facebook Live. I feel like it's just, for whatever reason, the phone, my iPod is never working right, or my tripod's never working right, or whatever.
I'd love to know how Marna gets it set so that it sees her whole thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's using something big. Paula might know that.
I don't know. Yeah.
But
I have a question.
What's that?
Starting like 2 days ago, I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but when I go Facebook Live, you know how you can flip your camera so that it's vertical so that you can read your text correctly? It's now all green, like it has a filter on it that won't go away. Is anybody else having any difficulty like flipping their screen horizontally from Facebook Live? Has anybody gone Facebook Live this weekend forward?
Not sure.
Anybody on here go live yet?
So
So if you
saying
do today, can you message me and let me know? I have an iPhone 7, I think, 7 Plus, and I've had no problems at all. And then starting this weekend, You know, you go in, then you touch the little magic wand, and then you touch the gears that look like a wrench and a screwdriver, and then you can flip your screen horizontally or vertically. So I always flip it horizontally so that my sign Enriching Lives is correct and my t-shirt is correct and all that. As soon as I do that now, there's a green filter and I'm green. And I actually tried going live into a fake group to see whether it was just something funky, and I'm green. So I tried to have my daughter and my daughter-in-law check it out, those young ones trying to figure out the tech problems. Oh, Anthony, do you know?
Susan, did you delete the Facebook app from your phone?
No, but I did an update after that, thinking that maybe I needed to update.
Okay.
So what, are we supposed to delete our Facebook app?
I would delete it and re-upload it to refresh it completely.
Good suggestion.
Sometimes that works. Like sometimes when I'm having problems, if you have problems like with Instagram or Facebook, I delete it and then I re-sign in completely, and then it like reboots it and freshes it up.
Mine did the
I'm glad
same
you
thing
said
last
that. I never even think of that. I call tech support sometimes and they're like, did you empty your cookies or whatever? And I'm just like, oh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mine did that last night too. I was green.
Wow.
Who said that?
Lisa, right here.
Okay. And do you have it fixed yet?
No, I tried it 2 or 3 times, and every time I flipped it, it was green.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to try. I just deleted it. So if I get it back on, I'll let you know.
I love all you guys, and we had over 90 people here today, so these are great calls. I want to remind you that next week we will be back to the normal time, which would be 10 a.m. Central, same number, same place. I think we need a suggestion for a spotlight speaker next week or two, so would love to hear or have a volunteer who'd be willing to share, who's having success in any part of the business. So do you guys have any comments or suggestions for what you would like to see or hear?
I have a question. I've been seeing this a lot on like Instagram and Facebook. People are now calling, like, join my brand ambassador group, like Pampered Chef brand ambassador instead of like a consultant. Do any of you hear about that? Or
Where is that at?
It's a big thing on Facebook and Instagram. Like people are recruiting and they're like, join my Pampered Chef brand ambassador group instead of be a consultant. You're a brand ambassador for the company. It's like being a consultant.
How do you get that title?
Yeah, it's the same thing, different title.
How do you get that title?
No, it's you're a consultant, but people are calling us brand ambassadors.
It's probably a cooler word and less repugnant to some people. Being a brand ambassador instead of being a consultant.
My guess is somebody heard a training on that and they're running with it. And now a lot of people heard the same training and now they're running with it.
And recruiting like crazy.
It's like using the word onboarding. We didn't use that word for a really long time. And then I heard it with LuLaRoe and boom, everybody now onboards consultants.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations,
Hey, Marie,
Becky.
I have 2 suggestions for training.
Okay.
I think one thing that we struggle with as an organization is we do an incredible job of onboarding and getting our new consultants off to a really good start and helping them with their first virtual parties. I think what I struggle with is teaching them and truly myself, which is why I'm not doing the $20,000 a month in sales, on getting bookings from their virtual parties. Bookings from virtual parties. They get the initial virtual parties on their calendar and they do well with them, and then the ball gets dropped. So I would really love for someone who does an amazing job of getting parties booked from their virtual parties to share how they do it. That would be one suggestion of a training. And then my next suggestion for a training would be what people are thinking about doing for gathering some of their teams together for national conference watch parties, and events that possibly we could do to make it more of a group. I can't imagine by July that we are not allowed to socialize in at least groups of 30 to 40. So just if there's some brainstorming ideas about how we can
in the
make
chat
national
already,
conference.
somebody said they're renting a cabin.
We're talking about doing something down here at my lake house, but I mean, if I have 30 people, there's no way, for the whole weekend. So just wondering if people have any ideas out there, if we could do some brainstorming on that.
Okay, well, if somebody would like to volunteer or help us on the idea of getting bookings from our virtual shows, I would like to defer what we're doing for conference till, I think they're going to approach conference information on the calls today. So I think once you have a better idea of what the time frame is going to be and a little more on that, then I think, and after June 1st, what the restrictions are in your particular state.
Marie, that other call is starting right now.
Yeah, so we have to go. I have to end because we have to get on another call. But guys, get yourself registered for conference, and we will see you right here. But I do need people for spotlight speakers for next week on booking from your shows. And volunteer or volunteer friend.
If anybody has any questions on this Facebook portal, because I know that there was a ton of them in there, I tried to answer some, but just message me. Message me.
Well,
Okay.
it's almost like we need a lesson on that. I mean, maybe we can just have a little call on that separately, Patty. So
You got to do it. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be. I think it's only on sale till Mother's Day. So
okay, well, get it and then learn it.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Good. You keep finding
I'm
things.
ending this meeting.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.